Bonjour, bonjour. Epsilon here from Université de Montréal. Welcome to this new training grounds for CSGO, CSL. Last time we talked about hardware. Today we're gonna talk about software and how to configure things before playing Counter-Strike. So let's get started with the Nvidia configuration. Okay, I'll talk about the Nvidia driver configuration right now. If you have AMD graphic cards, just skip this part, or maybe try to do the same in the AMD drivers, but I don't know them, so I can't tell. By the way, it's in French and I couldn't change it to English, I don't know why, so just make the translation, or it's not that hard, by the way, so it must be quite the same. First of all, you need to check that the refresh rate is set up to 144 Hz. So it's in the resolution part of the Nvidia drivers. So you get there and you put 144 Hz. Then you can go to the color management and change this thing to 90% or 100%. By default it's at 50. The thing will make your game much brighter and the color much warmer. So it will make you see better eventually, so it's good to have it at 90% as at least. By the way, one last thing you need to do in the Nvidia drivers is to set two things in the 3D parameters. The first thing you need to set is the power supply management. You need to set it at maximum performances. By default it's at optimized power. It's not good. You want it to be at performances. So put it there, and then go to the texture filtering and put it at high performances as well. By default it's at quality and it's not good either. You need to get it at high performances. Alright, when it's done, you're done with the Nvidia drivers. That's pretty much all you need to do in there. Okay, so now we're about to launch the game, but one last thing you need to do before is to go to the game properties and set up some launch options. So actually those commands are quite good. You can just copy paste them. I will post them in the video comments. By the way, the first one makes the console appear when you start the game. The second one gets rid of the introduction video. This one makes you able to create tick rates 128 servers. This one sets the processor priority for the game. And the client port makes you able to play with several people on the same internet connection. So you need to set a different port for each person. And this one I don't remember what it's for, so I think it's for the overlay. But I don't know, whatever. You can copy paste this and it would be quite good. So now we're in game, ready to play some CSGO. But no, we're not actually, because we need to set video things up before, as always. Let's go to video things. So, first thing to do in the video part is to choose your resolution. For the need of this video, I'm actually right now at 1920 in 69 resolution, but I actually play in 4:3 1024 resolution. I think it's the best resolution you can get. Most of the pros use it, but I know that some people use 69 resolution, like 1280 for example, or whatever. Some even play at 1920 like Steel and Shrug, if I'm right. I don't even know. Whatever. The thing is, if you're not used to any resolution, I recommend you to start at 1024 in a 4:3 resolution. This won't look good, but it's not meant to look good. It's meant to look smooth, and it will be smooth. So, okay, right now I will leave it to 1920 for the purpose of the video. Whatever. So the options. The thing is, it's in French again, so I'm sorry about that. Forgot to apologize. Anyway, the shadow quality must be set to medium, because Sometimes shadow appears like a bit further when you set it to medium, and when you set it to low you cannot see it, so just set it to medium, and all the others you can set them to low, low. This thing you can enable it, it's the multi-threading. You have to enable it, by the way, because it's important. The anti-aliasing must be disabled completely. The texture filtering must be set to the minimum bilinear, whatever it's called. And the anti-aliasing FXAA can be whether enabled or disabled. I'd like to get it enabled because it looks a bit nicer, but whatever. This must be disabled. It's a vertical synchronization, and the movement smog, whatever you call it, must be disabled. Anyway, that's pretty much all for the video configuration. Let's jump to the gameplay configuration. So there we are in the gameplay options. I won't get through every single options, but just the most important part. So first of all, you can disable the instruction messages, and also enable the console. This is the crosshair part. You don't need to touch it because I'll explain you a better way to set up your crosshair. This is not very important. There's something actually important in the weapons part. This is the quick pickup. You don't want to switch weapon when you pick a weapon up. You want to just to pick it up but not switch the weapon. So just put it to no. Don't forget, this is very important. You have something there, but it's not that important. But the radar things are important. Just put it like that: 1.15 and 0.3. This will give you a better overview of the whole map in your radar. And it's pretty important to have this set up like that, so you can see all the map without moving all around. So this is quite good. That's pretty much everything you need to set up in the gameplay part. Okay, so now we have to set up our binds, and first our sensitivity. So first of all, I will recommend you to set your mouse to 400 dpi, so we'll have the same basis and it will be simpler to explain. So if your mouse is set up to 400 dpi, I will recommend you to set your in-game sensitivity between 1.5 and 3. Those are the limits that make the game still playable. So I mean, above 3 you'll have difficulty to aim, and below 1.4, 1.5 you will have difficulty to react in time. So my personal sensitivity is 1.56, and I know it's a low sensitivity, but most of the people are playing like between 1.8 and 2.5. Scream is playing at 3, for example. Anyway, let's keep it to 1.56. This one is yours. You can do whatever you want. Some play 1 like me, some play lower, whatever. It's a zoom ratio. This has to be disabled if you want to be on the same basis as me, so you better disable it. And also go to the Windows configuration for the tracker for the mouse. It's in the personalize. In Windows 10 it's pretty much the same. Just look at it, just look for it. It's there, pondering options, and you have to untick this box if it wasn't. It's very important because it's an acceleration. Fuck. Anyway, must disable it. Very important. And this you just leave it at the really middle. Anyway, like that. Alright. Let's get back into the game. Well, acceleration, of course, disable. These are the binds, so you do whatever you want, but there are something we need to discuss. And the thing we need to discuss are about the weapons. So first of all, you need to unbind next weapon and previous weapon. I know it's in French, but that's what it means. Next weapon, last previous weapon. You need to unbind them. Like, you're not using this. By default it's on your wheel, but you won't use your wheel at this purpose. So you will actually bind every single weapon to a different bind, or eventually you can bind your grenades on a single button, but that's pretty much all. Every single weapon, the primary, the secondary, etc., must be binded on individual keys, so you will be able to pick them really faster. That's the important part. Although the jump bind should be bind to the wheel, to the down wheel. This is really easier to play with this jump binded to the down wheel, although it's not totally like a must, but whatever, do what you want. But don't forget, bind every single weapon to a single key, and don't choose the next and previous keys. That's pretty much everything I need to say here. The audio parameter. Actually, you can set up stereo mode. I know the new mode HRTF is supposed to be better, but I can't, handle it right now. But so I stay in stereo. I know. Oh yes, this is the explosion sound. This is explosion music. Yeah, it starts 10 seconds before the bomb explodes, so it's quite interesting to have it like at 0.05 with the with the main volume set to 1, so you can hear when it's the last 10 seconds before the bomb explodes. That's pretty much everything here. We are almost ready to play, guys. Almost. Subscribe to this map. That is Crash Set Crosshair Generator. When you subscribe, you'll be able to start a server and join this map like this, and you will be able to change your crosshair. That's really useful. That's why I didn't tell you how to change anything in the gameplay options about the crosshair, because you can do everything from here. So basically you can choose one of the pros crosshair. That's quite efficient, by the way. You can also test it with different backgrounds, anything like that. You can choose a style, just click the things and it changes in real time, so it's quite good. You can make it move when you shoot, everything like that. Anyway, you can see those different crosshairs. Anyway, mine is like that. I like it like that, so I keep it. You have some streamers crosshair as well, I think. Whatever. Wait, that. Oh my god. You can change the color as well. Whatever. So that is a map that is very useful, so feel free to subscribe and use it. Also, there's a last map that I want to show you, the view model from Crash Set again. This is the same guy who made the two of them. You can subscribe and then you'll be able to do certain things about the view model. So basically, as you can see, my weapon is a bit low and in the left. So here you can modify everything as you want. Restore VM, so it's good. Alright, so you can get your weapon up like that. You can put it right. Doesn't make sense, I know, because I'm left-handed. It's about that. There it makes more sense. There are a few things you can do. You have preset modification as well. Whatever. I like it mine. You can test it there as well. It's a good way to have a good HUD, whatever. So that's pretty much everything about the game right now. I think you're ready to play and get better in this game, so practice some matchmaking. I think you guys are all set up right now, so just go to the servers and get headshots. That's all the game is about, so don't forget it. And you know, see you maybe in CSL. Who knows? Bye bye.